Hey, what's going on, everyone? DBougie86 here again. And if you guys don't know the title of this, it's I'm returning to the Italian cinema series. Yeah, it's been a while since I did one of these. I only did one before this, and sorry about that, but busy as usual. And I finally returned to the series, and this is a very special episode for me because it's a film that I actually haven't seen before. I actually seen clips of this before, but I never saw the full length film. And it's a film by one of my favorite directors of all time, if you can't tell by the shirt I'm wearing. Of course, it's by Lucio Fulci. And this one is a Giallo film. This is actually the Giallo that he did before Don't Torture a Duckling, which I did see. And I love that film with a passion. And this one has been evading me for a while. I know it had a release before by a Shriek Show, which I ended up never grabbing that copy because if you know about the Shriek Show, it went under with Media Blasters, and that DVD went out of print, and it was a crazy price. And with that being said, the film entitled was recently released under this exclusive edition from Mondo Macabro. Its regular edition is coming out, I believe, in February, and that is a lizard in the woman's skin. Look at that. Beautiful cover art. If you haven't seen my unboxing, this does have like a reversible cover. This film has some cool posters, I have to say. There's a one with a kind of like this. It has the main actress in the film, Florina Balkan, I believe that's how you pronounce her name, in the silhouette, and there's like this green lizard. I really enjoy all the poster arts for this film because most of the Giallo poster arts have like some little sleaze in them, but they have like these cool colors and tones. And this film has tons of cool colors in it. Now, let's get into the main plot of this one. We're introduced to our main character, Carol, and when we meet her, she has like insomnia. She starts having these vivid nightmares. She actually goes sees a shrink, and these nightmares imply like this lesbian relationship with this woman. And in one of the dreams, she ends up murdering this woman. And we get to find out there's actually a murder next door in her next door neighbor. We actually find out that the neighbor is actually this girl that Carol's been dreaming about in her dreams. And it's all like coming back to her, like the stuff that happened in the dream and like the murder scene. It looks exactly like how her dream went down and how the murder went down in the dream. So Carol's thinking like that she actually did this to this woman, Julia Derner, I believe is the name of the woman that murdered. And her husband and her stepdaughter don't know what to think of it. They're kind of confused and have their own MOs. And then what pretty much happens is there's this mystery plot that goes forward where the police are having this investigation trying to figure out how this murder went down and who the actual murderer is. And it leads to like this amazing like cat and mouse game like most giallos do, where these other characters are introduced and there's like this mystery and red herrings per se happen. And then we end up with like this twisty, bizarre ending, which I don't want to really spoil for you what happens. But it's a fucking trip, this ending to this film. Yeah, that's pretty much my main plot of this one that I got out of it. Now, my full thoughts on the film, it opens up with this really psychedelic opening sequence like we see with most giallos, but the score is really psychedelic. It has like this funky like 60s, like early 60s, late 70s. I mean, skip that, rewind that. Late 60s, early 70s, like psychedelic, like LSD like music. And of course, with most giallos during this period, most, but not, there's a few minor ones. This one is also scored by Ennio Morricone, who really brought the sound of like the giallo in my opinion with all his scores for like the Argentos and Umberto Lindsay's Spasmo, and he really like set the tones for like future giallos to come. Like him and Riz Ortolani were like the main like composers of giallo during this period, especially Morricone, who's done a shitload of scores for giallos. Like I picked up a few films the other day, like what was it? A few couple of weeks ago, Black Belly of Tarantula and shit. They were all scored by Morricone, Spasmo, The Fifth Chord, which I got from my friend Moods. He actually did the score for that. I actually haven't watched that one yet. I know. I was like, oh, he did this. Ennio Morricone. He's done a lot of fucking Italian scores, and this one's really well done. It's really subtle through most of the film. It has its own like tones, like through the suspenseful scenes, but it's really subtle in like the investigation scenes and stuff. And there's this main theme that's really beautiful that really doesn't really play forward till the really end of the film. There's a hints of it though. Actually, a couple of the characters I want to mention is the one cop in the film, the main cop. He actually whistles like some of the main theme, like the end credit theme, throughout the film. Like he has like this certain whistle that he plays throughout his film, and it's really well done how they fucking interconnected it till the very end of the film. And I really like the cop character in this. He's a really well done character. Some really trippy like moments in this, especially those dream sequences that Carol is having in the film, and there's some fucked up fucking bizarre scenes that happen in this one. Like the one scene that you probably all heard if you know about this film. The scene that involves like these dogs. I'm not gonna ruin it when the dogs happen, but it caused some controversy, and they actually had to go to court for that scene. I won't ruin it for you if you haven't seen the film. So, yeah, I really love this one. This Blu-ray edition by Mondo. I'm glad I waited on this because I wanted like a see it in a high crisp, high def transfer. The colors really pop on it, which is always a fucking plus. And it's just a beautiful film with like intense score, and the portrayals of the actors are really well done. Like the guy who plays Carol's husband is played by Gene Sorel, who I know from Adolato, Short Night at Glass Dolls. That's the film I seen him in before. And it's really well acted for like I don't know if it's the dubbing or anything because I did watch it in the dub because I didn't watch the Italian version yet. There is an Italian version on this, I believe. Yep. And it's really well done because the way that the whole story schemes together, and you get these hints of what's going on, really, but then it ends up with like this twist ending that you don't expect to happen. And it comes full circle at the end. Really well done by Fulci. I really enjoy this one. If I had to rate Lizard and the Woman's Skin, I'm going to give it a solid 9 out of 10 for a first time watch. It was really enthralling. I do highly recommend you grab the Blu-ray by Mondo. It has a lot of good special features on it. Like the Shedding the Skin documentary. It also has Lucio Fulci's Day of Night, directed by Antonio Della interview with Stephen Throwers, interview with actor Tony Adams. It has an audio commentary, which I haven't read yet, listened to yet, my bad, with Chris Gavin. And yeah, then the HD transfer is amazing. It really, Mondo did a really well job with this one. This, if you didn't grab this one, I know it was limited. It's coming out in a standard edition in February, so look out for that. I highly recommend you grab it because the transfer is awesome. Great film and released by Mondo Macabro, who is one of the smaller companies that are pushing their door and foot into the media business, and this is one of the hell of a release by them. I highly recommend it. 9 out of 10 for A Lizard in a Woman's Skin. Alright guys, that's all I got for the Italian cinema series. I'm going to be doing a few more of these here and there. But now I gotta get ready for work, so I'll see you next video. Peace out.